Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the 2025 virtual recap of KBIS. We're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you all for joining us and taking time out today. We're going to go over color for 2025, style trends, kitchen trends, bathroom trends, and innovation that I was able to see while I was at KBIS this year. So color of the year 2025 is Mocha Mousse. It's an exquisite brown that radiates a quiet elegance, and you could see that throughout KBIS. Over here, you can see some of the other colors of the year as well. Cinnamon slate, a delicate mix of heather plum and velvety brown. So again, going back to that browns, it's so nice to see more warm tones, leaving those muted grays behind. Clove with a depth and tone that's nearly black. This entrancing brown is at home in the warmth and welcoming palette. Malabar, the sandy beige neutral, can truly turn any environment into a soft, inviting haven. Bosque pear, a shift towards luxe organic tones and styles that harken back to bygone eras. And Encore, a rich, bold blue that stands out no matter where it is. Here you can see a lot of those dark red browns. The Dunn Edwards 2025 color of the year is caramelized. It's a shade of terracotta brown that puts a modern sun-soaked twist on nostalgic neutrals. And Bear's color pick for the year is Rumors, which is a rich red shade with brown undertones. You could see it in cabinets and tubs and vessel bowls and paint and doorknobs. It was quite extensive there at KBIS. Green was also very prevalent. HGTV's Home by Sherwin Williams color of the year is Quietude, which is a soft sage green. You can see that in the undermount bowl that's right here. Also in this tub by Flurco that just came out, the soft sage green and Native Trails new color. Green was definitely prevalent as well. And here's your dark blue, the Encore color, the rich satchel jewel tones that you could see in vanities and cabinets and vessel bowls. I don't think blue is ever really going to go anywhere, especially in this area. There also was a lot of pink. This kind of leans itself to terracotta and peachy pinks that are also gaining in popularity, bringing a warm and cozy feel to your interiors. I love that you're like really pretty. And here's some more pink tones that I was able to find while I was out. This is like a dusky pink here in the cabinets over here. A light pink in this concrete. This is over in the La Cava booth, so slightly warmer pink that you're seeing. So some of the trends that I saw while I was at KBIS, it kind of took a couple and it meshed it all together. So one of those was a Gothic revival with rich, moody colors, ornate finishes and trims, dramatic wallpaper, arches. It was kind of everywhere. I do apologize going forward. Some of the videos do have sound. I wasn't able to get rid of it, so it might be a little loud because it was kind of busy over at KBIS. So here you can see some of those moody wallpapers, more of a dark kind of encased feel. Then you've got this dark, moody purple. I know it looks blue in the picture, but it was actually a really deep purple that reflected well in the wallpaper. Keeping with that tone, you could see a lot of detailing in the moldings. You could see rich backsplashes and countertops that they were using, the decorative hardware that added lots of elements to the design. And then this is one of the vignettes in the House of Roll. This just has such an amazing feel to it. Whoever did this vignette did a fantastic job because it really immerses you into this vibe, almost a roaring 20s, but it's got that medieval kind of feel to it with the textured glass and all of the golds, and it's dark. It really was fantastic to see. Rizzo just came out with a new collection, replete with rich hues and stately architectures. Belclure draws on ornate yet particular charm of British manor homes. This collection was outstanding. The malachite inlay option on the handles is gorgeous. That green just really pops off of any of the finishes that you actually see. And these pictures really don't do this vignette justice. The vibrant, warm tones that were coming out of the woods and the golds in the mirrors. And then over here in this tile, you can't really tell, but it had gold edging. Just really, really pretty. And here's kind of a little bit more of what they had on display. So it really kind of brought you in and immersed you into the time period. But look at the detailing on this faucet. Look at the gorgeous lines. And I don't know if you noticed, these are the three different handle options that you can do. So you've got the T lever, the regular lever, and then you've got the knob option. So the T, I think, just this is a beautiful collection, a home run for Brizo, in my opinion. So this was the House of Roll booth. They really made a statement with those three tubs stacked on top of each other with, all of the ambiance that they made. A really beautiful job. And you could see that they paired it with an ornate mirror over here. It had marble flooring, um, the pattern on the wall. It just had such a feel, and it's hard to even convey it in the pictures that I took. The other kind of mismatch that I saw was an Art Nouveau, like mid-century modern put together, where Art Nouveau has emotional intensity, individual experience with flowing lines, organic forms, and intricate ornamentation, often inspired by nature. Your mid-century modern had more functional, simplistic furniture and decor in our home. Um, but you kind of saw that together. Like if you look at the picture to the left, you can see the simplicity of the vanity, which really gives you the mid-century modern vibes. But then you get the Art Nouveau wallpaper that really kind of comes through. And the video that you're seeing over here is actually the monogram booth, and it really embodied these two um, styles together. If you look at this bathroom that I'm in and all the curves that you're seeing, they even duplicated it on the ceiling, which was really, really gorgeous. And you can see that concave arc where the toilet is located there as well. This is the wine cellar area, and the way that they did the ceiling was just amazing. Um, Lots of texture, lots of dark colors. It really just kind of brought you natural elements, which you can see both in Art Nouveau and your mid-century modern. Um, and this is a close-up of the vanity with the texture on it, and it's pink, and then you kind of keep going up and you can see the arch in the background. They just really did a fantastic job, which they always do with their booth. Here's some more mid-century modern kitchen looks. A lot of slabs. Then you've got some of the texture here, a lot of full height. It just really gives that vibe. I especially like the one in the middle. I love the combination of the two colors with the backsplash. This one just really works really, really well with the pops of color here in the back. Also seeing a lot of texture in glass, no longer just the clear. This is also a collection that Brizo's already had, the Frank Lloyd Wright collection, but they've expanded it to include a different handle option, as well as wood inlays, which you can see here on the bottom, but they've also expanded into their kitchen collection. So this particular handle has a concrete and wood inlay, as well as a concrete handle. So really taking those natural elements and bringing it into the kitchen. This faucet right here is just gorgeous with this little detailing that you have. I mean, another really great job. And the way that they styled it in the booth really brought home that feel. So more mid-century modern, both in the kitchen and in the bath. Lots of slabs, rich brown tones. You're seeing a lot more of those warm colors coming through. Not using hardware at all, where you've got just the finger pulls. And over here, they actually have the stainless steel pulls that you saw. Um, Not quite the vibe that I like. I'm definitely more down here. But really, really pretty warm tones that we're seeing, which is nice. I'm tired of plain white, and I'm definitely tired of gray. Arches were everywhere. All of the displays had it. And I don't know why this particular year was just so much more inviting than last year. When you walked into some of these vignettes, you really kind of felt the vibe they were going for, whereas last year it was kind of just a mishmash of all kinds of things. But you're seeing arches in doorways, you're seeing it in walls, you're seeing it in cabinets. They're really taking that and putting it throughout both kitchens, baths. Um, it, I love it. I love an arch. I'm glad to see them back. I don't see them too much in cabinets coming back, thank goodness. It's more just the aesthetics, like the cabinet doors themselves with those terrible arches that you saw in the 90s. It's definitely a modern take on it. Texture is huge. You're seeing it in pretty much everything. You're seeing it on tubs, you're seeing it on hardware, on the cabinets, on backsplashes, and Moen's new collection over here. You can see the detailing that they have on their shower head. It's really nice to kind of get that feel that you can get with all the different textures that they're introducing. And of course, this is the texture down here for Brizo's new collection. Really amazing, and it adds another element to your design. Again, like I was saying, I saw a lot of glass shower doors that also had the ribbed glass instead of just a plain clear glass. Hardware, door hardware. You're seeing some of the natural being brought in. So you've got wood being included in. This gives you kind of those very clean lines that you're seeing for MCM. And then the rest of it, really decorative, really ornate, adds a really interesting element to the design that you're doing. A very nice complement. The bottom picture here was the MTech part of House of Roll, where you were able to take all of these different options and really personalize something that could add to that kitchen or bath design. Oak. Oak was everywhere too. You could see it in a wash tone. You could see it in more of a natural. You see it in a stain. Uh, I think moving forward, you're going to see oak, since more of those natural woods are coming back into play. I think you're going to see oak come back into popularity as well. Maybe this is a bit much, but this right here with that wash, just where you're able to see the graining of the oak come through, it's really nice. So let's talk about kitchen trends. So induction is becoming, well, it has been a huge thing, but now they're hiding it underneath your countertops to make a nice seamless look. Um, the downdrafts are being hidden with the countertops so that they show seamlessly, and then when you're using them, obviously they pop up. I also love this whole kitchen setup. It's bold, but it's very warm and inviting. Um, it really was a very interesting demonstration that they had. I didn't get to go too much into appliances since we don't sell those. And I lost half a day at KBIS, but I got to catch a couple of them, and that one I thought was really great. Water filtration, that's going to be a huge thing in the kitchen. Moen has their 3-in-1 uh, filtration pull down kitchen faucets, which is nice. Delta's come out with their filtration underneath the sink. You can also do the reverse osmosis. So that's definitely going to be something that we see a lot more emphasis is when we hear all of the plastics, microbials that you're finding in your bottled water. A lot of people are going to be turning to trying to eliminate the plastic waste that they have and utilize the water that they have at home. I think you'll also see LK bottle fillers have that same technology so that you can stop using bottled water. Workstation sinks, every sink I almost saw was a workstation, so that your sink is doing more than just one function for you. Seating in the islands, this isn't something new, but it's something I saw quite a bit of while I was there, incorporating more of a sitting area, getting rid of regular table or regular chairs rather, and being able to incorporate that into the space. Two-tone kitchens, they're not going away anytime soon. Open cabinet or open shelving rather, you're still seeing a lot of that. Um, Lots of full height doors. More of it's still Shaker is I think the #1 seller. I thought this one was interesting down here because it's a fake apron. At first I took a double take where it's really the countertop that's in front, so I thought that was interesting. Again, more full height doors here. You're seeing more of the texture over here, more open shelving. This just has a really nice, warm, inviting feel to it with the sconces here. You're going to see statement piece lighting still be a huge part of the kitchen. And then hardware. Hardware again, texture, bringing in wood. This has leather. I know Bell with Keeler is making some of Monogram's handles, and they feel amazing. You've got some new hardware from Top Knobs, Atlas. Everybody had new hardware. This is one of the ones that one of the boards that I saw where you can do a backplate or not a backplate, which I think really changes the look. And then this was Schaub, just gorgeous pieces. And don't forget your pup. This was incorporated everywhere where you have places for them to eat and drink, for them to sit, where you can fill up their water. So incorporating that into your living space to include your fur baby. Bathroom trends. I saw this over in the Kohler booth. I'd never seen it before. Esprero, I think is how you pronounce that. A joyful wellness ritual where you can fill up your area with bubbles for 90 seconds. I didn't know that was a thing. But your bathroom is really a retreat from the outside world where you can relax and recharge with spa-like elements. Showers for rehabilitation, you're seeing a lot more with steam, chromotherapy, and aromatherapy, soaking tubs for physical healing and recovery, and smart showers and toilets, and lots of storage solutions. So for the tubs, lots of texture. You can see that up at the top. Two-tone here at the bottom using natural elements. Concrete, I saw a lot of concrete tubs. I saw cold plunge. I didn't see a ton of it, but I know that is becoming popular in 2025, something that we're going to have on display here in our Richmond showroom. Something to think about when you're incorporating a spa atmosphere for your customer. This was over in Native Trails. Their new green color over here, using lots of wood elements, concrete, metals, really adding more of a wow factor. Furniture style vanities are going to be huge, semi-recessed vessel bowls, so that gives you the look, but it's not quite as high. Again, more of the dark and the sultry, so you're really seeing that kind of resonate all the way throughout KBIS. Toto. This was really surprising when I went in Toto's booth. I have not seen Toto do color in quite some time. So these are the vessel bowls that they came out with. The scarlet red, forest green, mandarin orange, and ash blue. So really a big leap for Toto. They also showcased matte toilets. This is a concept piece for them. Excuse me. I have pictures of them if anybody's interested, but I didn't really want to showcase them because it is just a concept and I don't know when they're coming out with it. But you can see those matte colors right here. So a white, a black, a beige, and a gray. Excuse me. Which is again quite amazing for Toto because they're known for just pretty much one color. Toto also has revamped their C2 and C5 washlet seats. So those are going to be more of your economical ones. You can see here that it no longer has that huge hump in the back. It's more streamlined. It also includes the pre-mist and the e-water, whereas before that it didn't. So they have that coming out, which is great. And Brizo, kind of late to the game, but finally in there with the thermostatic digital shower system. This can be paired with the Mystic Steam that we already have. So that's fantastic. Can't wait to get that up and going. With built-in Wi-Fi connectivity and Bluetooth enabled devices, I think this is going to be a huge thing for Brizo. They also color match all of it, the surround right there. So Moen came out with 3 new faucets actually. So you've got this one that has the detailing on the handles here, which you also saw in that shower head that I showed you. Absolutely fabulous look. This is the Ivor. Oop, hold on. My apologies. This bottom one here is called the Ivor. They also have the Jace. And then they also have come out with bronze gold. They've really expanded that. So that's going to be similar to your Delta Champagne, which is different from Moen's regular gold. So this is something that is also a concept for Delta. This is H3O water. Please let me know if you can't hear this video because I really want you to be able to hear it. Can everybody hear that? Let me know if you can't. All right, there's no sound. I don't know if I can I don't know if I can fix that, but I'll talk you through what it says. So basically this is regular tap water and it just dilutes the dye that they put in there. So he's going to double tap the faucet here, and this is oxidized water, which he's going to add. That O3 in the model is interacting with the dye. It attaches to, eliminates it, and it's the same thing it would do to germs and pathogens. So now you can see absolutely clean water. Those bubbles are the O3 itself. So if you were to leave that glass sitting there, that H3 is going to evaporate and it's going to be regular tap water. So you're able to take that water and clean your cutting boards and your knives so that it's getting rid of any of that bacteria that you would find on that implement. And then these are just some of the cool things that I saw while I was at KBIS. This was something that was featured in the KB&B magazine where this turns around when he touches it, which is pretty amazing because it completely conceals it. So you could have some things over there you didn't want anyone to see. This is the Kohler booth. They always go way out. It's just great to see all of the different functions of the shower heads and the water flowing. And then over here, this is the showcase of the Brizo new collection. I thought they just did a fantastic job with this whole vignette so that you really get the feel of what they're trying to go with for that collection. So just phenomenal. The picture really doesn't do it justice. So thank you for taking the time today to go over all this information. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. That email address actually is incorrect. That's kwhitby@vamac, VAMAC. I'm happy to share any information with you. This actually is also being recorded, so I'm able to share this as well if you missed anything. And I look forward to hearing from everybody. Thank you so much.